welcome back to another episode of the Real Health Podcast. Our aim is to add value to your health journey as we are looking at efficiency. So it's all about adding value in a short period of time. So can we pack as much value about health that's practical and applicable in a short period of time? We don't want you listening to an hour podcast. This is hopefully going to be 15 minutes, and we're able to give you exactly what you need to know so that you can start applying it today. Today, we are talking about the top 10 healthiest foods on the planet. So we've been in this series in January where it's like our Jumpstart January. Jumpstart January means let's look at lists. Let's talk about the foods to avoid, the foods to consume, the beverages to consume. So today is going to be top 10 healthiest foods on the planet that you can start consuming today, live a healthier life. And we're going to talk about the top 5 beverages to consume. Top 10 healthiest foods, top 5 beverages. We're going to come from a lot of different categories when it comes to food. So let's get to it. Number 1, dark green leafy vegetables, leafy greens, specifically spinach, kale, Swiss chard. Why? Because it's packed with vitamin A. Vitamin A is a fantastic fat-soluble vitamin that is great for immune health and even retinal health, so eye health. It's full of vitamin C, K, magnesium, and fiber. It supports detoxification and, again, is massive in bone health because of that vitamin K. Now, some people will say, hey, I thought it's full of, certain plant chemicals. And here's my thoughts. I don't subscribe to a hyper specialized diet. So I don't think you should do carnivore forever. I don't think you should do keto forever unless there's specific needs. I am more in that paleo world where we're trying to consume plants and animals and fats and fruits. So, number 1, when we're looking at greens, leafy greens, dark leafy greens, spinach, kale, Swiss chard are great. Rotate them so that you're not consuming the same flavonoid or polyphenol over and over again. You're getting diversity. Number 2, now we're moving into protein. We talked about it in a previous episode. We're going to hit it again. Wild-caught salmon. Wild-caught salmon is packed full of omega-3 fatty acids, protein, vitamin D. It promotes health in the heart and the brain and even in the skin. If any of you deal with eczema, wild-caught salmon. If anyone's dealing with dry skin, wild-caught salmon. If anyone's wants to promote brain health, wild-caught salmon. One of the healthiest foods on the planet. Number 3, let's move to fruits. Blueberries. Blueberries are the king. Are king when it comes to antioxidant value. Biggest bang for your buck. High in antioxidants. Very, very high on the ORAC score. And it's also high in vitamin C, vitamin K, and fiber. It's a great fibrous fruit. They fight inflammation and they support cognitive health or brain health. One of my favorite fruits to consume is blueberries. I consume them every single day. Number 4, another fruit. You may not know it's a fruit, but it is, and it's just up there with blueberries but from a different perspective, is avocado. Avocados are rich in healthy monounsaturated fat, potassium, and fiber. When you look at it and you see the fat content, you think, oh, it's going to increase my cholesterol, or it has a negative impact on my cardiovascular system. It's actually quite the opposite. Avocado has been proven to support healthy cholesterol levels and even helps with, obviously, brain function because those monounsaturated fat. Number 5, let's go back to vegetables, cruciferous vegetables. So when we think about cruciferous vegetables, broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts. Why? Because they contain a sulforaphane. So sulfur-based compounds are massive in detoxification and cancer prevention. Cruciferous vegetables are one of the best ways to reduce your cancer risk coming from a vegetable source. Cruciferous vegetables, lots of bang for your buck, and even helps with hormone conversion, specifically with a compound called I3C that helps your liver process estrogens properly and remove the bad ones, keep in the good ones. Number 6, let's go with like a more in like the herb world, but garlic. Garlic is a massive antibacterial, antiviral herb that we should be consuming every single day. Okay, it's known for it has something in it called allicin. So we have a supplement in the office we use called allicin, which is a derivative of garlic, and we use it to treat bacterial infections. Garlic has strong antibacterial properties, antimicrobial properties, and obviously supports heart health. You've probably heard of someone in your family saying, "Hey, I eat garlic every day for my heart." It is true that the antioxidant capacity and the allicin itself is very good for the cardiovascular system, boosts immunity, antimicrobial effects. Garlic should be a staple in everyday nutrition. Number 7, chia seeds. Chia seeds are packed full of omega-3 fatty acids. Chia seeds are also fantastic fiber content. They have healthy fats. There's magnesium found in them and antioxidants, not to mention, obviously, the fiber content and the omega-3s. Chia seeds are great when you sprout them the night before. So mixing chia with some like coconut milk, for instance, of course, that's carrageenan-free coconut milk, letting it sit overnight and become like an overnight chia seed pudding for the next morning. Add some fresh blueberries to that. Add some raw cacao, which we'll talk about in a second, nibs to it, and you've got a power-packed breakfast. Number 8, eggs. Cage-free, free-roaming organic eggs. Eggs are an incredible fuel for the brain and body. Eggs, number 8, is a protein source, yes, but it's also packed full of what's called choline, and choline is essential for cell membrane health, okay? So we talked about the cell membrane being inflamed, how important it is to heal the cell membrane. Consuming eggs on a regular basis is a fantastic way to support cardiovascular health and brain health. Number 9, going back and staying with protein, grass-fed beef, grass-fed red meat. We get iron, we get B12, we're getting quality protein, we're getting omega-3 fatty acids, so we're building muscle, bone, brain. Grass-fed beef should be a staple. I consume a portion of grass-fed beef every day. I'm not kidding. I consume it every single day, and it is okay to consume grass-fed red meat every single day. Don't stay away from the fat. If it's grass-fed, you can eat the fat. If for some reason you're stuck in a restaurant or a situation where you know it's conventionally raised, corn-fed, go as lean as you can. Okay, toxins are stored in the fat. High omega-6 content is in the fat. So if you go get a filet and it's conventionally raised, at least you're not getting the ribeye, which, trust me, I love ribeye. I love corn-fed ribeye. Nothing tastes better than a corn-fed ribeye. I get it, but it's not great for the body. Number 10 of the healthiest foods on the planet, fermented foods. So I'm going to give you a couple options here. Kimchi, or like a sauerkraut, or kefir. So kimchi or kefir. Fermented dairy, kefir. Fermented vegetables, kimchi, sauerkraut, are packed full of probiotics, digestive enzymes. They help enhance digestion and immune properties. It is rich, billions of organisms in these particular fermented foods. So the top 10, there you have it. Now let's switch gears. Let's go to the top 5 healthiest beverages on the planet. Top 5 healthiest beverages on the planet. The first one is tea. So I'm going to give you like 3 tea options. Okay? The first one's green tea, specifically a green tea called Gyokuro. Gyokuro is a green tea that's grown in Japan that has a very, very high antioxidant property to it and very high L-theanine. Now, Gyokuro is then the powdered form of Gyokuro, okay, is broken down into a powder called matcha, M-A-T-C-H-A, matcha. It's a green tea powder, okay? Do not get tricked. Do not buy cheap matcha. Buy the most expensive matcha. Why? Because it is the highest grade antioxidant matcha, and that's what you're looking for. You don't want the cooking matcha that you're using to color food. You're looking for the ceremonial grade matcha that you are consuming in a beverage form for antioxidant properties. Okay, so green tea, Gyokuro, matcha green tea, or yerba mate. Yerba mate. Now, we did a podcast last year on yerba mate back in December. Check it out. It's a great podcast to talk about the benefits of yerba mate. So number 1 is tea. Number 2 is coffee. Not just any coffee, organic coffee. And not just any organic coffee, organic mycotoxin or mold-free coffee. Coffee is linked to reduction of cardiovascular disease, neurodegenerative conditions because of its high antioxidant value. It extends life expectancy. But coffee in Folgers form and Starbucks form is toxic to the body. We don't want to be consuming that garbage, right? Toxic-ridden coffee full of mycotoxins and pesticides and herbicides. Consume organic, mold-free coffee. What's out there? I mean, Bulletproof coffee, Life Boost coffee. Dave Asprey just came out with something called Danger Coffee. Kion Coffee, Kion, is from Ben Greenfield. So there are a lot of good coffee options out there. Or you're looking for organic, mold-tested, mycotoxin-free. Number 3 in the healthiest beverages on the planet. You may not consider this a beverage, but it is, because you're going to drink it. I just came off a water fast. What's the first thing I put in my body after drinking water for a set amount of days? Bone broth. Bone broth is one of the healthiest beverages on the planet. Bone broth is rich in collagen, amino acids, minerals. It promotes gut health, helps with joints and skin. Bone broth, especially if you're making it on your own, is very, very good. If you're in the store, you're looking for a brand I really like. It's called Kettle and Fire. Kettle and Fire makes a great bone broth when you're looking at the store. If you want to heal the gut, go on a bone broth fast. If you want to rejuvenate the skin, go on a bone broth fast. If you want to just detox, go on a bone broth fast. If you've never fasted before and you want to take a step in the right direction, just do a bone broth fast instead of a water fast. But bone broth is one of the healthiest beverages on the planet. Number 4, lemon water. Just drinking lemon water every morning is a great way to hydrate the body, and it's very alkalizing. It may seem counterintuitive because it's acidic. Lemon's acidic, but actually when it hits your stomach, it creates this chemical reaction that causes alkalinity to increase in your body, okay? It provides vitamin C and actually supports detoxification. If you want to enhance it even more, lemon water with cayenne pepper. The cayenne helps clean out the mucosal membranes and stimulates your metabolism. So number 4, lemon water. And the last one kind of goes in line with the last food we mentioned, kombucha. It's a fermented tea called kombucha. I consume a portion of kombucha virtually every single day, as it is a tea loaded with probiotics, digestive enzymes, great for digestion, great for energy levels, and it's one of my favorite beverages to consume every single day. We just covered a ton of content in a short period of time. Cover the top 10 healthiest foods on the planet that are practical to eat. You don't have to travel anywhere. You can get them in your grocery store. We talk about the top 5 healthiest beverages on the planet. And I want you to challenge yourself to try a new item on this list every month and add it into the regular routine of what you're already consuming so you can live a healthier 2025. As always, we appreciate you listening in. We appreciate you sharing. And our aim is to add as much value in a short period of time so you can live a healthier life. Thanks for listening to the Real Health Podcast. Our passion is to add value to your healthcare journey. Anything that we do, we want to do it within a community to help as many people as possible. Thanks for listening to episodes of the Real Health Podcast. If you could if you could subscribe, and you can share, it would help our mission to reach as many people with real health that produces real results for real people.